Good evening. It's about 6 o'clock. It's close to sunset. I was making this lovely bowl of, you can't quite tell it, that's bread pudding made with, oh, it's going to soak it up good, sweetened condensed milk. And this is actually a fresh loaf. It's this stuff. I had, actually I bought two sets of the demi. Oh man, it's soaking that milk up better than normal because that's going to be delicious. Because normally I just kind of soak it in and I don't want to do that because the milk runs around the side. But the thing I want to point out is that let's take a look at the package that I just opened a little while ago before I throw it away. But you shouldn't. If you're in like survival mode or you're a chemist, you would want to grab this. Oh, I already separated it, didn't I? Okay, there it is. There you go. That's what happens to real bread. We used to do this, as even the teacher would explain, tell us to just take a piece of bread and put it on a teacup saucer or whatever on a plate and put it in your pantry. And that's penicillium. That's my guarantee that this bread from Canada, even though it was under really good conditions and baked and flash frozen, there's penicillin all over the place. You'll find them on oranges, or sometimes it's in the air, it's whatever. But that, if you take it and continue to, and then extract it, let it grow, and then extract it you can save a person's life. You can actually put that on a wound. You can actually take the bread out. That's enough for a small wound to just put it on the wound, bandage it down, and it'd kill it. That's one of the acceptable penicillium strains. Let's look at the rest of the package here. Okay, that's going to probably go in the wind. Hang on. We used to do this all the time. See, it's technically just, a little bit out of date. The 25th, 6 days ago. And this is what happens to real bread. I was the first one to open. This is the twin baguettes, the demi baguettes that I buy. And that means that this was produced on the 15th in Canada, or maybe the 14th, because they get it here in just a little over a day, a little over about 24 hours transit time, frozen solid, somewhere in that range. And so that's the difference. That tells me that probably this flour doesn't have any potassium bromate in it, or in this bread there's no antifungals or anything, which I'm pretty sure is in that like Hawaiian sweet bread. And we used to do this experiment all the time. I don't think it may have been my first grade teacher, but also I may have read it in some chemistry book or somewhere else, or heard it. But I used to do that. I would find that there's penicillium growing in our own food pantry at home. And that's what it looks like. Often when you see oranges, the penicillium is actually strong enough to go against those phenolic compounds in that are fungal and insect resistant and predator resistant. And often you see on rotting oranges, you'll see a useful antibiotic now known as penicillin. I just thought I'd give you a good, nice look at it. And that tells me that this bread is safer than eating almost anything on the market up there, because they got in antifungal agents, even though they might call potassium bromide a dough conditioner. Potassium bromide is also technically an antimicrobial, especially antifungal. So, no bromine, no antifungals. I'm really happy with this bread. I might add a little extra milk to that, although I don't want to open another can. That'll actually be moist and it's warm. I heated it up and the sugar to mixture together. And so it's 20 degrees warmer than the ambient temperature before I go. It's been a lovely day. Actually, the sun was breaking through over there a minute ago, but it's now actually colder than it was about 3 o'clock. It's probably down to about 62 or 3 degrees at most. The wind chill makes it feel below 50. Anyway, I'm going to put this in the trash, but I thought I'd give you a look of what that indicates. It's a good bread. They get bread that's they're supposed to come in and remove it every week, because the way they transport it can take several, but if you can keep your bread in your bread box at home for more than a week after you've purchased it at the store, and it doesn't start showing this, that means you might have a bread that's got really nasty chemicals in it. Bromine is a neurotoxin, and they claim it's a dough conditioner, but no. So overall, my judgment on this particular brand, the market side from the Canadian stuff, is this wheat doesn't appear to have any glyphosates in it, or chlormequat, or not picking up nothing. And the fact that it's not resisting that and it was in a sealed bag. That's even more incredible. But there was a little air in it, and then the moisture that comes out of the loaves when they flash freeze these. Anyway, that's it. I'm calling it 6:30.